it's Tammy from Shrinking Violet DS, and today is Tuesday, March 19, and it is also my 8-week anniversary from my plastics. So today I am officially allowed to dispose of my compression garments if I want, and I am cleared for all light activity. So no weightlifting or anything like that yet. Got another month, but pretty much, just general stuff. So that's good. And I'm feeling pretty good. For those of you who saw on either Dr. Salcedo's Facebook page or on Instagram, you already know this, but my incisions are looking really good. They're pretty much healed except for my legs and torso still. My torso's close. It's very close to being healed. I would say probably within the next week. My left leg probably within 2 weeks, and my right leg I would say within a month. And it's not huge swaths of openings, it's just intermittent scabs here and there. I have a couple on my right hip where my hip bone presses against my skin, and those are maybe the size of a pea, each of them. And then on my left leg, I have maybe 4 or 5 that are the size of a dime or smaller. The ones on my right leg are bigger. They're between, and there's about 5 of those, and they're between the size of a nickel and a quarter, I would say. For some reason, I seem to keep pulling the scabs off of those, or rubbing them off somehow with my garments, or just in general life. I don't know why. And they also are leakier, and that leg is a little bit more swollen with lymphatic fluid. And I had a lymphatic massage last, Wednesday or Thursday. And so I think that moving that lymphatic fluid around, while it was a good thing for sure, I think it also exacerbated my scabbing not being very strong, because now the fluid is looking for a way out. And despite the fact that I was there for an hour and a half, she only had time to do my legs. She didn't have time to do my torso. So all of that fluid, was moved, but it didn't really have a chance to go completely through my system. So it's looking for the path of least resistance to exit my body, and of course my scabs are it. So I think that I have another manual lymphatic drainage massage on Saturday. She's going to do my upper body at that point, and if she has time, she'll do my legs again. And I think that that'll make a big difference. The small seroma that I had on my left leg is gone entirely, and I still have, I had to feel and see if they were still there, 2 small ones in my right arm, but again, she hasn't worked on my arms at all. And they're small enough to where I can feel them, and anybody could feel them, but I know they're there because I can feel them with my hand. If you were just looking at it, and if you look at the pictures that I posted, you can't see them. They're not that puffy, but they are definitely under the skin. So those will break up, I'm sure. I have no doubt whatsoever. Like I said, after one treatment, the one in my left leg went away entirely. My weight is down again. It's 121.4. That was yesterday, and that was after I had already had a big piece of sourdough toast, like the boules of sourdough. So it's the center part. So it's quite a large piece of toast. It's probably the equivalent of 2 normal sized pieces of toast. I had that completely slathered in butter, completely slathered in peanut butter, and with an entire banana smashed on top. And I had a protein shake with a 1/4 cup of, maybe even a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I had 12 ounces of water, and I weighed 121.4. So I think that getting rid of the fluids has shown up on the scale. So I'm eating. I've been eating like crazy. but I'm eating even more. And it's not unusual for some people to get a metabolic boost after plastics. And so I think that I turned out to be one of those people, because I have been eating like crazy, and I've been eating really unlimited carbs to try and put on some more weight and keep it up. And I'm still not really up there yet, but it's okay. I'm not worried. It's not like I'm losing weight at a drastic rate and can't keep it on or anything like that. I just need to keep eating, which is a pleasure and a little puzzling, because for 46 years of my life, that was not what I needed to do. Now I do. So it's good though. And now that I am more active, I think that that's making a difference as well, because I'm burning more calories too. Before I was just laying in bed, 20, I was trying to figure out just how much I was up. I was probably in bed 22 hours a day. And so you don't burn a lot. And when I was up, I was taking a shower or I was laying on the couch. So I was not burning much. But now I'm out and about. I tend to do activity every other day or every 2 days, because I do find that I swell up and I start to hurt a little, even though I take my Advil. So sometimes I'll end up doing stuff 2 days in a row, but I try not to, just to give my body a little bit of rest. But I'm still doing a lot more around the house that I didn't used to do either. And that's probably just within the last week, really. Making dinner and doing laundry and feeding the cats and feeding me and just general tidying. So that's burning calories as well. So it's not too surprising that I need to eat more now. What else? Oh, I made the best thing the other day. I did a caprese stuffed chicken breast, which was just regular organic chicken. I sliced it so that I could make a pocket in it, and I put in pesto and fresh mozzarella and sun-dried tomatoes in oil, and stuffed that in there, and then I put a little bit more pesto and some of the sun-dried tomatoes in oil on the top, and sprinkled a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there and baked that. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was delicious, and very few carbs, just the pesto, the basil and pesto, which is not much, and then the sun-dried tomatoes, which again, not much, because you chop them up and it's not like you're eating a whole tomato, so very few carbs. But it was really, really good. I highly recommend it. And I served it with portobello mushroom caps that I had brushed with butter, and then I took out the stems and the gills, and I chopped those all up, threw a big tablespoon of chopped garlic in butter in a frying pan, and put the garlic, the butter, the chopped up mushroom gills and stems in there, and I just cooked it until there was no liquid left. And then I took that out, let it cool a little bit, and I threw in a 2 rounds, the full rounds of the garlic and herb boursin cheese, and a big handful, I would say probably about a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of shredded Parmesan, and mix that all up with salt and pepper, a little bit of dehydrated onion, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then I stuffed that into the mushroom caps and baked those along with the chicken. Chicken, of course, takes a lot longer. I think it took like 25 or 30 minutes. And the mushrooms only took like 15 minutes. But I baked it both at 350. So I was able to bake them in the same oven and use that as a low carb side. I mean, really a no carb side. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. And if you wanted to use those mushrooms as a main, you could just leave out one of the blocks of cheese, one of the rounds of cheese, and instead fry up some either Italian sausage or hamburger or whatever you want, minced meat of some sort, and put that in there. Oh, it's really good. They were delicious, I have to say. Our 16-year-old who doesn't mind the taste of mushrooms but doesn't like the texture of mushrooms, he says, yeah, it was even worth eating, getting over the texture because the taste was so good. So I highly recommend doing that. That was really tasty. What else? I think that's it. Brian's getting ready to have his VSG down at Mexicali Bariatric on 3 weeks from today, on April 9. So if any of you will be there during that time, I will be there too, taking care of him. We arrive on the 8th. We'll stay at the Hotel Lucerna for one night, as one does when one is a patient at Mexicali Bariatric. And then his VSG is on the 9th, and we'll be there until Friday and then fly home. So yeah, let me know if anybody is going to be having their surgery during that time. I'd love to meet you. He's very excited. He only has about 60 pounds to lose, so it's not a huge amount, and I think it's going to be very successful for him. He's not a foodie like I am, and so small portions and not eating a big variety of food is not that big of a deal to him, and he certainly doesn't need to lose enough to warrant a DS. So I think it'll be good. It'll be nice. All right, that's it. Nice, short, sweet today. I'm off to have lunch with my mama. I'm looking forward to that. I try and do that on Tuesdays now because I normally have my housekeepers on Tuesdays. And usually I go get a massage on Tuesdays, but my normal massage therapist specializes in deep tissue. And I cannot have deep tissue yet. It's going to be a little while. It'll probably be May before I can have deep tissue. So I have filled in that time away from the house with lunch with my mom. So that'll be good. And preparing for Easter, I was just in Walgreens, and they have the Russell Stover, it's hard to see, Russell Stover sugar-free marshmallow eggs. I don't generally eat these because they've got maltitol in them, which just absolutely tears up my digestive system. And I'm not a big marshmallow egg person anyway. I wasn't even with the sugary ones, but my mother loves them. She loves chocolate-covered marshmallow anything. Whereas my personal Achilles heel this time of year are the Reese's peanut butter eggs. Not sugar-free, absolutely regular, but I don't care. I'm having them anyway. Like I said, trying to put on weight, so these are fine for me. No maltitol. They've got some protein because of the peanut butter, and so those are my go-to. Easter is my absolute favorite holiday, and we're not going to really get to celebrate it this year the way we normally do, which is with a huge brunch with friends and family at our house, and I do Easter baskets for everyone, and we just have a great time. Everybody stays for the weekend, but it will be only 2 weeks after Brian's VSG. And so I can't do that to him. I cannot have a whole bunch of people around the house. I know he's not going to be feeling great. And he's only going to be on full liquids. And for me, when I had my DS, Easter was the first holiday and the first entertaining that we did afterwards, but it was 6 weeks or 7 weeks after my DS. And I still wasn't great. I couldn't eat. Although I was cleared for full foods, I was still having my problem with proteins and things, and I ate 1/2 of a deviled egg, and I drank a couple sips of shake, and that was it. I was done. But I still had fun doing everything for everyone else. So yeah, Easter's coming up, my favorite time of year. I'll do Easter basket for the 16-year-old boy, which is tough too, because now he's low carbing, so no candy for him. Well, very little. He'll probably go off just for that, but I don't like to give him a whole bunch of crap food when he's trying to be good. He's lost 17 pounds in a month just cutting down on the carbs, so he's doing really well. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm taking her the sugar-free marshmallow eggs and an apple. Oh goodness. Things are not quite the way they used to be before surgery. All right, my friends, I will talk to you later. You all have a lovely week. I hope it's as beautiful and sunny where you are as it is here. It's gonna be 71 degrees in Lake Oswego today. I'm so excited. I cannot hardly stand myself. It was 70 yesterday and I had all my doors and windows open in my house, and the cats were happy and I was happy, and I think everybody's happy. Talk to you later. Bye.